Let's bring in MediaBuzz host Howard Kurtz, who interviewed and traveled with President Carter, and in fact, all of those presidents who are lined up there. Hugh Hewitt has also spent time with all of these presidents, I believe. He's the host of the syndicated radio talk show host Hugh Hewitt. Good to have both of you here. Howie, let me start with you.
Thanks.
You know, I think all of us who cover these people closely over all these years, these are the kind of interactions that we watch pretty closely for, especially given what has happened in this extraordinary election year. What did you make of it?
Yeah, it's kind of like an exclusive club, right?
Yeah.
There's not that many members of it. And Washington knows how to do a funeral. I must say I was struck when the casket was moved today that there was a playing of Hail to the Chief, because Carter, when he was president, got rid of Hail to the Chief, at least for a while, because he wanted not to, he wanted to defuse the imperial presidency. And at the same time, Martha, he's considered a failure as president because he got clobbered by Ronald Reagan. But as we've gotten to know him better during this long goodbye, I think we've seen a guy who, a man of faith, teaching Sunday school in the tiny town of Plains, Georgia. And we've learned a lot about Jimmy Carter, the man.
You know, I'm just watching some of this videos. We're talking, George Bush walked in and kind of pat President Obama on the belly. They've developed a pretty good friendship. And we heard from Jerry Ford's son about the deep friendship that was built between Gerald Ford and Jimmy Carter. And you can see Laura Bush here, shaking hands with everybody, Marilyn and Dan Quayle behind them. And you see President Obama stand as George and Laura Bush enter. But boy, there's just like not a lot of warm standing up and shaking hands all around here. President Trump didn't stand up when Bush entered. Hugh, what do you make of this scene?
Well, the civic rituals that we have developed, Martha, and it's good to be with you and with Howie, are very, very useful to remind Americans that at bottom we are all Americans, and some get along better than others. I thought the most winsome moment today, you referred to Steve Ford standing up and delivering the eulogy that his father, Jerry Ford, had written for Jimmy Carter when the two of them made a deal to write each other's eulogies and deliver them. That's the President's Club. That's the name of a book by Michael Duffy, an editor over at the Washington Post. That really does point out the fact that only presidents know what presidents have to go through. So even though a lot of water under the bridge, George H.W. Bush became very good friends with Bill Clinton. They traveled the world doing good deeds. Jerry Ford, Jimmy Carter traveled the world doing good deeds. And I think it's very useful for the country to see what they saw today, that eventually you get to the point where you say goodbye to this earth and you hope everyone shows up and behaves themselves. And I think they did today.
Yeah. I wonder what President Obama and the incoming returning President Trump were talking about, Howie. It seemed like they had a lot to chat about today.
We should try to get the transcript. It's very interesting, obviously.
Reading.
Yeah, obviously, it didn't have a lot to say to Kamala Harris, for example.
No.
But I do want to just point out on Jimmy Carter that when I interviewed him, he has a wry sense of humor. And how many presidents, former presidents, can you think of, late presidents, who have gone back to a tiny town, not tried to, to get, to get his spiritual situation. Mm-hmm. He's a man of faith. He would sit around when I was on trips with him, and he would just simply, shoot the breeze. He wore jeans. He was into Allman Brothers. He was very popular in the first year, but obviously that changed.
Yeah. Well, it's always a story of contrast. And I think after Watergate and Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter came in with his cardigan sweater, wanting to have a very different tone to his presidency to try to heal the country. We heard a lot about him today as he is laid to rest. We're waiting for the procession as it heads back to Georgia for his final resting place. Gentlemen, thank you. Hugh Hewitt and Howard Kurtz for joining me today.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.